coming to you from the great city of Omaha, Nebraska.
Come on, get up!
You are listening to The Brewer and the Baker, a baseball card podcast. Here are your hosts, Midge and Dan.
Times, static addict vibe is what we provide for your mind, so you can step aside and wine, dine upon the lyrical
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Mitch.
Yeah, how are you doing?
It's been a week.
It's only been a week.
It's been a week.
Yeah. Just trying to catch back up and yeah. Well, welcome folks. I'm the brewer.
I'm the baker.
And
This is a baseball card podcast, right?
yeah. Today I think it's going to be just strictly baseball.
It is going to be baseball.
Yeah. So not deviating, getting into that dirty field of basketball. I'm kidding. Love you guys out there.
You're a very important part of the hobby.
Yes. So
we actually have quite a bit on our table, and it has nothing to do with like national recap stuff, which is what a lot of shows have done up to this point.
Yeah.
This week.
Yeah.
We already did ours, so.
Yeah, we did ours kind of live on the spot. Yeah, we actually kind of want to dive into not a deeper topic, but we want to talk trade deadline and what it has to do with the hobby.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of a deeper dive into one player specifically, just because he's very well known and been on high profile teams most of his career. So outside of that, gonna have a couple other generic overviews of others, but nothing, just more anecdotal versus hard data.
Yeah, the trade deadline passed while we were in Chicago, so we thought it'd be an interesting topic, and not necessarily, we're not going to talk specifically about the trade deadline, but just players changing teams mid-career.
Yeah, not specifically this year's trade deadline or any other year's trade deadline, but how trading or moving teams can affect one's hobby.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that, actually, I think we'll start with our hobby updates.
Right. Before we get to that, we do have socials. You can get a hold of us at our Instagram is Brewer Baker Podcast, or if you want to email us at brewerbakerpodcast.com, that would be awesome. I will go first with my hobby update because it has a bit to do with our socials. So first things first, we need to thank some people once again, both Chad from Back to the Future podcast and Kyle from Wax Museum podcast, who joined us in one of our bonuses.
Yep.
They both helped us out because I didn't complain on the Super Secret chat, but I did bring up that when I got back from Chicago, I wanted to go live on our Instagram and kind of show off the things that I had picked up there and things that got sent to me while I was gone, because I had quite a big pile of things that I wanted to show off. Yeah, including a whole bunch of the white relics out of 06 Bowman Heritage that I wanted to show off. But because we only had I think 42 followers on our account at the time, we could not, because they changed the rule in July that you have to have at least 1,000 people following you before you can go live, which I understand, but I hate.
Yeah, I mean it.
I can't even go live on my personal account, which has been up and running for 5 years, but I only have 250 followers.
Yeah. I think it's just trying to keep the, I don't want to say the bandwidth, but the amount.
No, I get it. It is the bandwidth. I completely understand, because I'm sure it was not cheap to make everyone. Anyway, I wanted to do that, and I kind of mentioned that in the Super Secret show chat with Back to the Future, and then basically immediately both Kyle and Chad went on and begged people to help us go live to get more followers. And in about 5 days' time, we went from 42 to, I believe we have 135 now. And the more followers we get, the more stuff people share, the faster we're going to get to 1,000. So thank you very much. I appreciate that, you too. And there's actually one other person I want to thank. Is Brett from Stacking Slabs. I got a message from another influencer. His name is TJ Online. To the show on Instagram. He said, "Hi, your podcast sounds pretty interesting. Let me know if you ever need a guest. I like to follow and support IG accounts, especially content creators and artists." So he told me that Brett from Stacking Slabs and Kyle both mentioned the show to him in person.
Cool. That's super awesome.
Stacking Slabs is this guy is a professional podcaster.
Yeah.
That's his job, and he is not afraid to mention that. He is a content creator. He talks cards, and that's how he gets his money.
Yeah.
I have listened to some of his shows. They're non-specific. They're just sports cards.
Right.
I have seen what it takes to make money from what we're doing here, Mitch, and it is not something I'm willing to do.
No, it's understandable. I mean, it is a full-time job.
Yeah,
it is.
He creates like 3 or 4 podcasts a week based on the different shows that he hosts.
Well, and then all the social media with it, all the other short-form media that's out there.
Right.
I mean, yeah, going live is awesome. You know, I've looked into what like YouTube and all that would be, you know, for shorts, and you know, we can do reels and all that on Instagram. I don't necessarily think we need to get too crazy. I mean,
no.
Like I said, you said, we're not doing this for a living. This is drive ourselves deeper into the hobby, I guess.
Our livings is in the title of the show.
Yeah.
So I need to thank all of you guys, Brett, Chad, and Kyle. Thank you very much. You guys have been very helpful, and we will continue to grow, and we have a lot of momentum because of people like you guys. So
thank you.
Thank you very much. Finally, one other thing. I did have another mail day that came in after the show. And actually, I bought both of these things this past Monday. Today is the following Saturday. I got 2 1-of-1s. I would not have purchased these 1-of-1s if I didn't still have the money in my account from what I had sold at the National.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't deposited yet from my Venmo.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Just a separate bank account. Keep that one secret.
Yeah. I was going to deposit it into my bank account, but it never happened. And then these came up on eBay, and I had to purchase them. They're basically the same card, but one is from 24 Ginter, and one is from 24 Ginter X.
Okay.
They are Salvador Perez mini 1-of-1s.
And Ginter X, for those that might not know, is the difference between that and just regular Ginter.
So Ginter X is a online exclusive. It is a smaller set, and I mean that in that there are less inserts into it. It is a much smaller production.
What do you mean I'm not going to get my hot dog eating championship card?
I mean, you may get an autograph card from like Kobayashi or Joey Chestnut, but they're probably not going to have a hot dog insert set.
Yeah, okay.
It's a much smaller print run. The base cards are black instead of white. Some other minor differences, but it's kind of a premium looking version and a kind of just a smaller version of Ginter. The 1-of-1 out of Ginter X is silver platinum.
Okay.
And it's kind of got a gray background instead of kind of a platinum-y, silvery.
Yeah.
But it's not shiny. It's matte. But
yeah, it's matte, but it also does. It still makes the main image pop.
It
with
does.
It, so.
Look on the back. Look on the back. Look on the back.
Oh, it's hand numbered.
It's a hand numbered 1-of-1.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
They actually, if you look at the top of the card, like the literal top of the card, the blue kind of bled.
Oh, it did bleed. Holy cow! I would not have even flipped it up to look that.
I don't even know if that would affect. I'm not grading it because it's a 1-of-1,
right,
but I don't know if that would affect its value or its grade or not. I have no idea. The other one is a glossy 1-of-1. So like. One thing you may know about Ginter is like all of their cards are matte. They don't have that glossy look about
They're
it.
just
that, like,
a straight cardboard. And,
right.
Yeah.
So the 1-of-1s do have that. Some of the 1-of-1s because there's multiple versions of 1-of-1 minis in that set. But one of them is glossy, and it has that kind of glossy look that like Flagship has on the front. So it's the same image as Salvador. It's just on a white background, and I've got so much plastic surrounding the card. He's trying to look at the glossy, but you really can't see it based on all the plastic that I have around it.
Yeah, with the team bag and the one touch and everything. And the penny sleeve that's in there. Yeah, there's enough plastic around it that that's tough to try and get a shine. to
Right.
try and see that sheen versus the matte.
But look on the back.
It is stamped 1 of 1.
It's a stamped 1 of 1, which I
Yeah.
thought was interesting.
I mean, it's in the same location, so
Mhm.
it wasn't hard to find. But man, I think it would have looked really neat if it were, bottom center right above the Topps logo.
Mm-hmm. That'd
Just
be a
my
good spot
only-
for it.
My only critique.
Yeah. So that brings my Salvador Perez 1 of 1 collection to 5. These are definitely the lowest value of them, but I don't care. I got 2 Salvador Perez 1 of 1s in the mail.
There we go.
There we go.
Wow.
Wow. So that concludes my hobby update.
Yeah. I don't have much of a hobby update. More just general. Just more general going into.
It's so damn humid in here in Omaha that the coaster's stuck to my damn cup.
More general update about the hobby. 2 new baseball releases. Topps Finest actually comes out this 12th of August.
That's a set that we've both have stated is kind of a personal favorite of ours, right?
Yeah, Finest. I really like Finest. I like the fact that the player is front and center, but yet you do get some of that art style behind it.
Are you going to try to pony up for a box?
No,
Yeah,
looked
nor
at
am
them. I looked at pre-sales of them, and it's still more than I would want. The other one that I might go after, it came out this past Wednesday, the 6th, is Archive Signature Series, Active Player Edition. Which,
Relatively speaking, relatively inexpensive, less than usually $80, something like that, right? Unless they're changing things because fanatics.
Well, I think if you were to have gotten it from Topps, it was, I think, right at 90. But then after that, they are now eBay right now. The least expensive outside of auction was about $112
That's steep for a one card.
for one
For a
card.
one card set that's not even produced specifically for that set.
Yeah, it's not even produced. I mean, they just buy back cards,
Send a
get-
pile of them to a player and then stamp
get
them.
autos,
Mhm.
and stamp them with the archives. I've never tried my hand at a middle higher end set. I mean, I'm not saying they're definitely not high end cards or super high end cards, but they're generally, I mean, you might be able to get essentially a rookie auto from a guy, but it's not a rookie auto. It was signed, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's the card came from the rookie year
From the
set.
rookie
So
year,
yeah, it's I've never really known how to classify
How to classify that.
ASS,
Yeah.
as I call it, because it's Archive Signature Series. Get it? ASS.
Yeah.
I've never known how to really classify it because for a lot of folks, it's great for. Here's how I treat it. I don't know how to classify it, but here's how I treat it. It's great for team and player collectors.
Yeah, it's only a 126 player checklist. So, and they're all relatively it's
There's a lot of quote
Yeah.
unquote one of ones,
right.
but it's only because they're stamped 2025 Archive Signature Series,
Yeah.
and that's the only one that they did of that player, that card. And players could have up to 10 or 20 one of ones.
Right.
So
Yeah, they might
quote-unquote
have a
one of
22,
ones.
they might
Right.
have a 23, then they might have a 24, all of those that are 101. So, it's one that I'd be interested in because it wouldn't be truly like a breaking the bank. It's 2 boxes of chrome,
Right.
2 blaster boxes of chrome. I mean, it's the same price as that. Maybe if you're talking ROI, might have a better chance. But at the same time,
Right. So here's my experience with opening that. I was hard up one particular, the best one I ever had personally. I was hard up to open something, and the card shop, the local card shop,
Mhm.
that's literally called the card shop, didn't really have anything that I was interested in except for the new Archive Signature Series Retired that had come out recently. So I thought, Fine.
Well, and you collecting, signatures from Hall of Famers.
Well, I mean,
So-
yes, but there's a big but to this, and I'll get to that in a moment. But I was just itching to rip something like that. It was bad. So I had the guy pick the box out for me, and I pulled it was a Topps Gold from like 92, 91, something like that, of Pudge Rodriguez. It was a 1 of 1. So that's my best pull from one of those, a Hall of Fame autograph playing days card.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite players, right?
Yeah.
Pudge Rodriguez. It was great. Really early, I think it might be his rookie card, although I'm not exactly sure about that. Anyway, it was really cool. On the flip side of that, I had years before that, I opened up a Signature Series retired edition, and I got at least he was a Royal, but Tom Gordon out of 30. It's like, what am I going to do with this?
Right.
I really have no. That era of Royals, mid to early to mid 90s, was so bad. Like,
Yeah.
I've got nothing for this. I've got no love for this. It's like, oh great, it's a Royal, and he was good, I guess. I mean, he's not even like an organizational Hall of Famer.
Like face, yeah.
So.
And it looks like 91 was his rookie year.
Yeah.
So, at least rookie year, whether. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. So, if you're going to go into it, if you're going to go into it, it's really buy singles.
Yeah.
Buy singles. Buy what you want, because breaking some of that can be awesome, but it can also be really heartbreaking, like really easily, especially at the price point it's at now. Back then, it was like $55. Like.
Yep. Moving on here. Not that wasn't worth it. Thanks,
Right.
Dan. But no, just trying to stay a little bit. We actually have a show outline for ourselves. We wanted to try and keep ourselves on track.
What a
this go around.
thought! And this is all Mitch, by the way. I had nothing to do with it.
I wanted to readdress the when was the earliest foil. Yes, we do. We believe as well that 1992 Donruss Signature Series was the first like fully foil set.
Yep. Thank you, Sholey.
Yeah. So now there are some sets out there that have some foil elements, but not fully foil, or that made it a full, like 1981 Topps Dave Parker foil insert, and then there was some stamped like Rookie Cup stamp foil, cards.
There's an 81 sticker set that Topps put out.
81 sticker set. Yeah, is that.
So a lot of those
within the
stickers were
spirit
just
of it? But,
a lot of those stickers were just like pictures, but they had no foil elements to it. But we found one specifically that was mostly foil,
Yeah.
except for like Dave Parker himself.
Yeah. Yes, it's earlier, but I don't think it's within the spirit of the original question. So, yeah. Anyways,
I think I may have to send something to Sholey for.
Yeah.
I'll send something to him.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Now, kind of the meat and potatoes of it.
Right.
I guess.
For the National, you signed up for Card Ladder, right?
Yeah.
And I think we decided we better use that while you're still paying for it.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if I want to keep it or not. I do. So all the data from this came from Card Ladder, just because it was the easiest way to do a deep dive into, the financial side of a player's hobby. Not sponsored by them, not anything like that. It's just, it was the easiest tool to use. I mean, I've used eBay sold listings. It works. It just doesn't.
But they don't go back to 2019.
Yeah. So, anyways, we want to take a deeper look at what's the evolution of somebody's hobby. Specifically, our main character in this story here is going to be Juan Soto. Just because he's
changed teams quite a bit.
Been large market teams the entire way, had large following. Well, I mean, San Diego, you can argue, is a little bit smaller, but it's still large market.
Sure.
Yeah. It's small in the comparison of LA just,
and
up
he
the
was,
road.
And he was hugely popular at Washington nationally, and it wasn't just a Nationals good player. It was a hot player for everybody
For baseball,
to collect.
period, yeah. And the numbers do show that. So specifically what we're using for this deeper dive is his Chrome update rookie, and then some of the other sticking with Chrome specifically just for some other comparisons. But the deepest dive, the thing that has the most, the card that has the most following, the most sales, the most total volume out there is that Chrome update, card number HMT55, and all the prices that I grabbed are for PSA 10s. I wanted to kind of leave it at a PSA 10. That way we have a metric, a standard to hit the whole way through. And so starting out,
I actually have one of these, by the way.
Yeah,
I do. I have a PSA 10 of these.
You can see. Well, we'll go through the prices here, but you can see depending on where and when you bought it, you might have gotten a good deal. You might have it might be a little bit down. The first sale that I could find of a PSA 10 that was tracked by Card Ladder was in February of 2019, and it sold for $40. So $40 for a PSA 10 of, at that point, Chrome update would have come out. I didn't look that up. I should have put that in there. Chrome update would have come out probably
early December.
Yeah. So probably the soonest that it would have been able to get there, get back, graded sort of thing. So $40 again for a relatively new name out there, and
he had a hot year that year.
It slowly picks up steam. It's a pretty slow increase across the 2019 season, and then starting about 2020 with most of sports cards, things start to climb, and it really starts to spike. The first major spike was actually in September of 2020. PSA 10 sold for $251 and some change. Yes, we've really started to climb.
The pandemic really, yeah.
Yeah. So basically the full season of 2020, full, quote unquote, full season of 2020, it was running in the 120 to 150 range. Then it really spiked at the end of the year and then dropped during the off season as cards normally do. However, really began to spike in the off season. So we're talking in March of 21.
So the run up to the season.
The run up to the season. Mm-hmm. So right before the season started, March of 21, it hit its highest at $550, and again some change in there, which $550 from potentially a $40 card
for a base card,
for a base Chrome, not the refractor, not any sort of parallel, anything like that, up to $550. Then the next major milestone really is right before. So the trade happened August 2nd, 2022, and going into that, his prices, his hobby had kind of started to throughout the season. 21 had really cooled off back into about the 250 range. Off season stayed right around the 250, and then during the season really started to slump down. Got down as low as about 150 mid-June, and then started to pick up back into August, and right at that trade deadline, it was about 150 to 250, so about $200 on average. After the trade, a few days after, was pretty much right at that 2 to 250 range again, but then there was a quick slide. By December, had hit its lowest, before him moving teams again, before moving teams out to San Diego, and that was in December 22, was about $105 for that same PSA 10. Now, since then, after Chrome 23 was released, he was at about $70. We're currently at about $60 for that same card. So using that Chrome, that base Chrome rookie at a PSA 10, you can really see that rise and fall.
Did you, I'm curious, did you ever look up the pop report for that card?
actually did not. So
would you like me to? Would you like me to
Sure.
tell you what the pop report is
for a 10?
tens? It was not a rarely graded card.
Oh,
There are 13,690 PSA 10s.
maybe it's just strictly oversupply that brought everything down after about that 21 break. I mean, what it was 19 the 19 for the World Series year.
Just so you know, right? I told you there are 13,000 10s.
Yeah,
There are only 15,400 total graded PSA cards.
Hey, good quality control, right?
So, yes, that card does get a 10 very, very easily.
Yeah.
It was a very, very popular card to grade. Population didn't help it,
No.
but I would imagine that the vast majority of those 13,000 were graded by 21.
Yeah, I mean that'd be really interested. I'd be really interested in seeing those numbers from PSA. However, they don't really offer that I know of without being
unless somebody saved a
insider.
screenshot or something like that from back in the day.
So his first card for the Padres was in 2023 Chrome, card number 100.
As far as Topps Chrome goes,
Yes.
we did find a few from 2022, but none under like the Topps Chrome, like
Right.
flagship looking Chrome stuff.
Right, trying to keep as apples to apples as we can.
Right.
So just picking that Topps Chrome base, non-refractor, non-prism, non-X-fractor, any
No
other
parallels,
parallel.
Yeah.
That way we have a kind of a true through line that entire time. And we pick Chrome just generally, shiny. It's probably a little bit more collectible.
It's going to be more desirable than the base.
Yeah.
They're going to be more of those graded for sure.
And there's going to be more more volume of sales as well, so
Right.
more data. However, the 2023 PSA 10, 2023 Topps Chrome card number 100 PSA 10s, there's not a ton of data, not a ton of sales, tons of parallels. So 23 really kind of was the first big boost, first big jump in parallels for Topps. So that's, my eyes, what really drove it was as Dan would call it, the prismification of Topps Chrome products. The base cards running even today for a 2020, so in his Padres, $15 to $20, so less than the price of grading that card in a PSA 10. So if you want to pick them up in a Padres, then again the 23 design, some people love, some people hate. It's pretty divisive. It's right when I started getting into it, so I have a affinity for it, but that's just my own.
I always like that design.
Yeah. However, the parallels, gold raws were selling about 75 to 80. The PSA 9 or PSA 10s in the golds were about 90 to 100, and currently they're running anywhere from about 75 to 140 bookend. The 50 of 50 just did 200 about 2 months ago. Oranges about 72 to 80 raw, 90 to 300 in a PSA 10. The golds are 50, oranges of 25. So wouldn't you think that the raws would, but maybe the orange isn't as desirable. Maybe it's not the gold's more.
You want to know why it
true.
was harder to find information for this?
What?
For this card?
What's the pop?
Total pop for the base,
Okay.
7.
Oh, yeah, well, that would explain a lot of that.
4 10s and 3 9s.
Okay.
That's it.
So, yes, that would explain that. That wasn't a huge, but yeah, the parallels also, I feel also helped drive that.
Sure, there's quite a few.
Yeah.
Quite a few. And then there are, of course, like SP, and then there are the parallels of the SP version
Right,
of that card.
yep. The SP, there was definitely a lot more data on, but again, to keep that same through thread. Then you get 2024. Now he's a Yankee for the 2024 season. Topps Chrome, the card number 150.
This I thought was
PSA
an
10.
interesting kind of era because Yankees are obviously going to have one or two people that might want to collect a Juan Soto card.
Yeah, I mean, the Yankees being arguably the largest or one of the top 2 largest card markets. You've got people that don't even follow sports or follow baseball, period, that are quote unquote Yankee fans just because of the brand. The team is a brand. It's on the same, in the same realm as wearing, Gucci or, wearing Yankees gear is a brand. So
it's a worldwide brand.
Yes.
That Yankees logo is worn on hats around the world. It is the best-selling hat around the world.
Yep. So with that,
but he was only there for a year,
right?
And
not
it
a
wasn't,
lot of time.
and it wasn't even that good of a year.
No,
it was decent. I mean, it was good. It was better than what he was at San Diego, but it wasn't great.
Right. Raw, they're $3 to $4. I mean, they're still relatively new, but meaning, it's a newer set, but they're also not, at this point, nobody's really, I got to collect the, unless you want to see him specifically in that Yankees uniform. So, raw cards, raw, chrome, PSA, raw, non-graded are, relatively inexpensive. The first PSA 10 sold in September of 24, which sold for $35. Then in November, they were down to 20, and
because
now
by that time, talk was that he was not going to come back.
That he wasn't going to come back, and had everything started to slide. And
postseason as well.
Yeah, it was late December. I forget the exact date, but late December. And then by April, when he was a Met, or when he now a Met, him in the Yankees uniform, PSA 10, $7 was the max sale.
Would you like to know the pop report for the base?
For the base Yankee? Yeah, sure.
There are 20 10s.
Okay.
With a total of 39 graded.
Again, not that huge or not that large of a pop size,
but a heck of a lot more than the Padres.
Right. Gold in a PSA 10 in October of 24 was 180 to 220. I just wanted to throw some more parallel, since we did talk about parallels. I just wanted to throw that in there. Oh yeah, it was December 11th. There it is in my show notes. I gotta go to my next page. December 11th, he signed with the Mets. 2025 Chrome card number 200 just came out. What was that? The 12th of July of 2025.
Right.
So we are less than a month after Chrome has come out. Not going to find any PSA 10 data right now for sales unless it's right this second. But.
So there are, for all of 2025 Topps Chrome, there are 1,600 cards already graded.
Oh, okay. Well, then again, I mean, if you have same-day turnaround at show and all that sort of stuff.
Right, and I'm wondering...
I wouldn't pay the $150 for same-day turnaround or
for
end
a
of
base.
show for a base, yeah.
There are currently 7 Soto cards graded, with the green geometric being the purple geometric being the highest number count.
I mean, maybe it's not exactly color match, but it's kind of close to that red blue.
There are only of those. What did I say? 7.
7, yeah.
Yeah, there's only 110.
All right.
And none of these are. What's interesting, and none of these are the true color. They're all
the
gold
parallels.
geometric, green geometric, orange geometric, purple geometric, red geometric.
Yeah.
None of them are the true colors.
Oh, so it's not even the true red or the true orange or true gold.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Now that he signed a how long is his contract? Like 7 years, something like that?
I think it was option for 33 or something like that. So 7 or 8 years. Yeah.
So he'll be there for a while. So Mets fans have a long time to collect him.
Right. And if you want to go pick one up, they're about $2 to $4 on eBay right now. Just buy it now. They're about $2 to $4. So if you want to go pick one up, go pick one up. Or, try your luck in finding some Chrome to begin with, and then you can just,
I've still got 2 Fanatics boxes coming.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
The Fanatics Megas, or
Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah, I didn't end up going that route.
I got 2 of those coming.
That wraps up the the Soto throughout the years, I guess.
So wrap it up. What does that all mean to you?
What it means to me is, just collect the player you want to collect in the jersey you want to see them in. And yes, fine, if you want to try and get a better deal, buy them off season. That December to early March, late February time frame is definitely your best time to buy. With that,
do it before spring training starts, essentially.
Yeah, do it before spring training starts, before the season hype starts to roll. Secondly, to sum it up, just buy the player you want to buy. If you're trying to buy hype, just buy some rookie. I mean, let's look at Cal Raleigh. I mean, if you would have had a 22 rookie Chrome or Heritage or anything like that, and you had a 10, you could just turn that card right around this year and probably be way, way, way in the black and wait a year or two. So for me, myself, I looked up Bobby Witt Jr.'s, his 2022 base Chrome update. They were running about 100 right out of the gate. They got up to about 170 last year postseason. So after the Royals really caught fire and made it through wild card and into the postseason and everything, and that was the max, and they maxed out about 160, 170 somewhere in there, and they're back down to about 100. So yes, on-field performance definitely does have something to do with it as well, but if you got a card for your PC, yes, price should matter, but at the same time, collect who you want to collect and find something that works in your budget.
So it doesn't surprise me that his national stuff is more valuable than his other stops so far. I think the only jersey that's going to rival his national stuff is the Mets stuff, because he's going to be there for a long time. And will only rival that really if the Mets go on a World Series winning run.
Yeah, if they, I don't want to say turn it around. I mean, they're
good.
Yeah,
they're a good team. They have every opportunity to win the World Series over the next couple of years.
Right.
But that'll be the only way that the Mets stuff will rival his national stuff, because he won a World Series as a national.
Right.
And he was there the longest. He was there from late 17 to, or no, he was called up in 18. So he was there from 18 to 20, middle of 22 when he was traded.
Yep. August 2nd of 2022.
Yeah. So that doesn't surprise me that that's what, and I didn't I was happy. I was thinking about maybe I should get some Yankees Soto stuff. I'm happy I didn't, because that was not.
It wasn't long-lived, and now because he's going to be a Met for a while, for the foreseeable while, any of that Yankee stuff is almost seen as sacrilege to own for him, But
so you had some other players you looked up, right?
Yeah, so the Bobby, the other one, Carlos Correa, longer, but famously with one team, went to another team on free agency, and now he is back via trade deadline. So his 2015 was his rookie year. He was in base Chrome, regular Chrome, card number 205 in a PSA 10. His rookie season, they're running about 1 to 150. Like we've seen with Bobby, kind of that $100 for a Chrome PSA 10 for most of your main guys. $100 is kind of gonna be that price point. Before the free agency, so the end of the 21 season, he had gone up slightly. It was closer to the 150 mark, in that 100 to 150, hoping that he'd probably re-sign. Ended up signing with the Twins in March, so right before, during preseason.
Do you remember when the cheating scandal broke? Was that late 2019?
Yeah, I think it was
like the year after.
Yeah. So I don't remember date right off the top of my head.
Right. When did that John Boy video come out? It was like 2019, wasn't it? I feel like it was November 2019.
Feel like that. So, I mean, with that.
No, the funny part is, as far as Correa goes, he's the only one of those major players from that team that whose stats improved the next year after that. I don't know if that means he wasn't involved in it,
or if he just had a better year. Yeah. But then, he signed with the Twins in 22, and that rookie card of his in the Astros dropped to about $50 to $100. And today, even after the trade news back, there you can go out to eBay and get one for about $15 to $25 on average. So $20 kind of average. Not even the price of grading of it.
He's got some baggage, so I wonder about that. Yeah. But
right. Well, and that's kind of why I picked him as another subject, because of he has less teams than Soto, but there's a lot more with him and higher profile. And yes, there are some guys that do really enjoy him, and some others that can't stand him.
Right.
Speaking of that, I'm trying to move to Carlos Correa relics from
pump and dump, baby.
In Twins, about $5 a piece. No.
Anybody?
Anybody? They'll probably be up on eBay tomorrow.
Hello.
But, yeah. So outside of that, other players. I already covered the Bobby. Other players. Back to more the point. What I take away from it is collect who you want to collect. One of the players that I not grew up, but I really enjoyed watching Whit Merrifield play when he was a Royal.
So did I. I was huge fan of his.
Yeah, loved watching him play.
He played the right way.
Yeah, and then ended up with the Blue Jays
in a really hilarious way. We don't want to get into it because we're already at 45 minutes.
Yeah. But then wound up with the Phillies for half a year, 1 year, half a year. Like it's a short stint, and then kind of ended his career with the Braves. Do I see Merrifield would I collect Merrifield Phillies? Well, maybe a Phillies card just because it was so, it'd be rare.
Right.
But would I collect him in a Twins or in a
Blue Jays
in
or
a Blue Jays or Braves? Yeah, not Twins, Blue Jays or Braves. Probably not. The other one would be Joey Votto. Was another kind of
another name we thought of.
Yeah, another name we thought of, like the Reds for so long.
And he does have Blue Jay cards. I don't even think he actually played in the majors.
That was the whole thing in 24 when that card came out in the Blue Jays uniform. That was a Photoshop Blue Jays uniform on him because he had not played a single game for them, but they issued a Blue Jays card for him.
There are two players that I really wanted to bring up. One of my favorite Hall of Fame autograph cards is a Wade Boggs on a Tampa Bay Devil Rays uniform, which makes me laugh.
Yeah,
I do like that card. But the other card that and I like it because it's such who thinks of Wade Boggs on the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, right? I mean, that's such an outlier that I had to have it when I found it. And it is on card. It's a beautiful card.
Right, and that's kind of the same reason why I won't get rid of that Votto, just because.
Right.
Why even?
Right. But the other one I wanted to talk about was a Royals pitcher. At the trade deadline, well, about a month before the trade deadline in 23, the Royals were able to get Cole Reagans from the Rangers for Aroldis Chapman. It was a great trade for both teams. The Rangers went on to win the World Series. Aroldis Chapman was a huge part of that win. Good for him. But the Royals got an amazing young pitcher and actually had a really good year last year. Now, he had his rookie card year was last year, 2024. No, it was 23. His rookie card year was 23. The vast majority of his cards are in Rangers uniforms.
Yeah.
They did print some where they photoshopped him in a Royals uniform, but there is only one autograph card. It is a sticker of him in a Royals uniform. In fact, if you look at 23 Platinum Anniversary Topps Chrome, which was released in like April or March of April of 24.
Yeah.
His base card is Royals uniform, but his autograph card, which is on card, is a Rangers uniform.
I'll have to look at that. I mean, I know I don't have the auto, but I'm pretty sure I have.
Yeah,
have
the base is him in a Royals uniform. The one autograph card of his is a sticker. It's out of Topps Update. So they because it was a sticker, they were able to Photoshop a card and slap a sticker on it.
Yep.
And that is his only Royals rookie autograph card, which makes it very hard to find.
Yeah. I mean,
it's already a pretty low printed set, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
And it's the only one that Royals fans want.
It's fair. So, yeah, I mean, pretty much that. I feel like that covers all the.
So that's how trading affects card collecting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my main takeaway is collect the guys that you want. Maybe collect the oddities. I personally love the oddities. Collect the one-offs. Like why,
Wade Boggs in a Tampa Bay Devil Rays uniform.
Yes, that's my takeaway. Takeaway. If you want to truly go deeper into the money side of it, I would suggest Card Ladder. There is plenty of data. It's user friendly, but you've got to be able to parse data and start to learn their method of working with the database.
I think that's a show.
I think that's a pretty good show.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Please reach out. Followers are very, very welcome.
Yeah.
So Dan can hop live and show off new purchases.
And Mitch could hop on live if he wanted to.
I can do that too.
Yeah, so if you haven't followed us, please do. And if you have, help us spread the word. We really want to make this grow. We want to make this happen. And going live is kind of the stated purpose, but the best way to get people to listen is to let people know that we actually exist. So please follow us on Instagram.
Yeah. Well, thank you, folks. I'm the brewer.
I'm the baker.
And this was our show.
That was the Brewer and the Baker of Baseball Card Podcast. Thanks for listening and be excellent to each other.